Good morning, Adoption Warrior families. I'm happy to come to you again today. And each week we're going to talk about a different topic. And today we're going to talk about abandonment and how that can affect your life. But I want to start out with a Bible verse that I found encouraging to me and my faith. And my faith is something that I heavily rely on through life. So it's just a part of me that I want to be able to bring to you guys as well. And that verse is found in Deuteronomy 31:8. The Lord himself goes before you, and he will be with you. He will never leave you or forsake you. Do not be afraid, and do not be discouraged. And so sometimes, and I'll go through this later, but meditation, praying, and that kind of stuff can help in abandonment. But I want to give some key strategies today that could be helpful to us or to me that struggle with abandonment. And the first one could be therapy. A person like myself that has experienced therapy, it can be quite helpful. But one of the things that you hear sometimes is, "Oh, you're being too picky." And I don't think so. I believe that make sure that if you do go to therapy, counseling, that you do find the right counselor, the right fit, just like you find the right shoe that fits your foot. The same thing as a therapist, one that understands you, you connect with. It's not something that is a good mix match type of situation or environment. So that's something I would encourage as well. Find the right therapist, the right person to go to talk to. The other one is self-awareness. Just being aware of where you are mentally, physically, emotionally. Um, Understanding every day as you wake up of where you are and what is going on around your life. Realize and understand who's around you and who's not, who can be trusted, who can't be. And one of those things, kind of sidetracked, the people that you put around you, make sure that you are watching them just as much as they're watching you, as far as like a pattern, and that goes back to counseling, therapy, mentors. Be with somebody around you that truly understands you, that has experienced something that you have experienced. Challenging your negative beliefs. I know as an abandonment issue, your mindset can become negative really quick, such as watch them they're probably going to leave. They're probably like everybody else. Challenge your negative mindset, your negative beliefs. Talk to yourself. There's nothing wrong with talking to yourself, Talk to yourself throughout the day, putting positive beliefs in your mind, believing positive beliefs. And as that goes with building your self-esteem, build yourself up every day. Every day is a new day, new challenges. You're around new people. Build that self-esteem up. Talk to yourself that you are somebody. Remember, again, it goes back to my faith. We have to remember that we are a child of God. God loves each and one of us. He has us in the palm of his hand. Continue to build your self-esteem by telling yourself, reminding yourself who you are and who you belong to daily. It's similar to exercising. You can't just exercise one time and all of a sudden be in a perfect shape. The same thing mentally. To keep telling yourself positive things, building your self-esteem, letting people know who you are. Also, building healthy relationships. And that is, again, going back to your mentors, your counselors, your family. Be around people that give you encouragement. Let them and let you know that they are here and they will be here with you. If they offer their friendship or kinship, sometimes you hear, oh, you're like my son or daughter I never had. Enjoy that moment and water that moment. They are offering their friendship, that are inviting you to their family. And those are good key relationships to have as to build abandonment issues and build those bridges with, sometimes it don't even have to be family. Sometimes friends are closer than family. And so all types, different types. I know I can't name all of them. Also, another one could be coping mechanism. How do you cope with feeling abandoned? And that can go again to prayer, reading, exercising, doing puzzles, um, getting out there, see what's out there, go to the movies, surround yourself with positive things that reminds you that you're not alone in this. Surround yourself with a church group or church activities, something that reminds you that you're not alone in this at all. People are here for you. They're here with you. I know sometimes it may feel like you're alone based on maybe your experiences, your past experience that you had. And you know that going through adoption, not every child, but a majority of the children that have been in foster home um, feel abandoned, feel left alone. And for them to know that it's not something that they did, uh, something that they can blame themselves on doing, and build that trust with those around you, using communication skills, talking to people, expressing your feelings. Especially when it comes, I feel like if you have abandonment issues, one of the things of not talking about it makes it 100 times worse. Because then you can start building that negative belief that you have, that nobody wants to be around you, everybody's leaving. If you have them feelings, I highly encourage that you talk about it. Tell somebody these are feelings that you're feeling. A lot of times it's just getting that thought out, pushing it out of your system, getting it out, putting it in the air to push away from you. Another one could be grieving process. For those that feel they have been abandoned and they struggle with it day in and day out, find a process that works for you. Build steps that can lead to getting over it. Maybe each week or each month, focus on one thing that reminds you that you were abandoned or you feel abandoned. Another good thing is a support system. And we talked about this briefly already. Building a team around you. And I know that when people feel abandoned, they have a wall up. They feel afraid that they're going to be abandoned again. They're going to get hurt. And so I know that it's really challenging and hard to build a support system around you. Sometimes we push those away that we are really sincerely trying to get to know us and trying to be our friends and to be around us, that we push them away. And so for me personally, I always try to give somebody that chance, that opportunity. They say, oh, we want to be your friend, we want to be around you, we want to support you. As long as they have a record that you know of them, or people know that person, I would encourage you to give them that chance. And if they do hurt you and make you feel abandoned again and they do leave you, understand that it will be okay. I know there's a song out there that says, I'm not okay, but I'll be all right. So I want to, and you go back to the grieving process, the trust building. I know that a lot of the times if something like that happens, your walls can be built right back up really quick. So I know through my life, I've had many times that I've been disappointed, discouraged that this person left, and I felt abandoned. But you keep trying and keep trying. There's so many people out there, genuine people out there that are really wanting to build a relationship with you, a friendship with you. And I can't encourage enough to keep that mindset of there is somebody out there that will show you that they do want to be around you. They will not leave you. And that can be so many different ways, That can be through a friendship, a romantic relationship, family, and sometimes us adopted children that have been abandoned, and the one that came back around, the one that abandoned us came back and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. This happened, that happened." I do encourage that you look into that relationship, but cautiously. Be aware of where you are. And again, that goes back to self-awareness. Allow that time for them to sit back and reflect and tell you what happened, what didn't happen, and so forth. So I know today can be a very touchy topic. It can be stressful. It can be emotional. Nobody wants to feel abandoned. And when they do, it's something that can be very scarring. It can scar your relationships, your marriages, even your children. You don't want your children to feel the same as if you felt like somebody abandoned you. So it's very tricky situation. It's a sensitive topic, and it is a topic that we will revisit. Once again, I mentioned before that we will get people that specialize in this, such as psychologists, mentors, stuff like that, that will come in and we'll break it down and we'll talk about it. And but for today, I want you to remember again that God has you in the palm of His hand. He will not leave you. He will not forsake you. He's always there for you. Find that friend that you can lean on to build that trust, and always be aware of who you are. But until we meet again, I thank you guys. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's continue to build the adoption family up. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.